What up team? I've literally just walked in from a shoot and I met some awesome inspiring people and I just wanted to talk about that today. So today I was shooting freelance, hence why I'm wearing just a plain grey tee, and I was out to interview a couple of people, and that's the standard sort of stuff that I do when I freelance, so I didn't really think much about it. But when I turn up to the first shoot, it's basically a group of old guys.
Yo, fellas, hey, old guys!
These are probably like maybe 65 to 85 year olds who are restoring buses. So one, it's awesome to see like obviously older people being active in the community and they're putting back in, they're restoring these buses for use across Perth. But what really actually inspired me was just the companionship, the mateship that these guys had going on. They're working in this like hot shed environment. They're working with their hands, which is always something like, it's not a skill that I have specifically. I'm not like a tools person, but these guys are working on these buses and they're working together. They've got this joint project that they're all like a common goal that they're all heading towards, and that's awesome. At the moment, this sounds a bit like I'm being sarcastic, but I'm not. Like this guy I interviewed, Pat, he was 84 years old. And he was saying that he's basically on like a fundraiser to try and raise funds to try and restore these buses. He said he had 120 people come to his birthday party, his last birthday, his 84th birthday party. I couldn't even get a handful of people at my 30th. And that's not to say like woe is me or anything like that, but how awesome is it to be 84 years old and get 120 people together? That takes some doing. That just shows you what kind of a bloke he is. And yeah, all these guys are like working together. Not all of them have got practical experience, but they're all kind of chipping in, helping each other out just to rebuild these buses. And it's just inspiring, I think. Man, it is hot today. The second shoot that I was doing, and both of these are interlinked for the same piece by the way, it was to interview a 9-year-old who had set up a not-for-profit. And if that doesn't make you feel like you're lagging behind in your life, I don't know what will. Actually, I know what will. She set this organisation up when she was 6. It took me until I was 32 to try something outside of a normal work. And this kid is 9 years old and running and directing a not-for-profit organisation. That is crazy. Her organisation, by the way, actually works to try and help kids deal with bullying. So it's a supportive network that basically role plays and things like that and runs programs that tries to get to kids to understand like if they're being bullied, how to deal with it, and if they are bullies, then why that's happening. And what inspires me, because obviously it's hard to describe this, but I think it's just so inspiring that at 6 you can decide what you want to do, and by 9 you're doing it. I feel like my life has had no direction compared to this kid. It's amazing. And I guess all of this makes me very reflective as to what I'm actually doing, right? I've always said that jobs and places are made up of two things: what you do and who you meet. For me, it's never been about money. It is purely about what you do and who you meet. And when I meet two people like that are so inspiring, I'm really reminded as to how lucky I am to go out there and just meet a whole bunch of people. Not everyone is great, but you really do meet a massive mixture of people from complete spectrum, and everyone's got something absolutely awesome. It's just a good day. And that's not to say that in my old life I didn't meet people who were interesting and unique, but I do seem to meet more and more people who are they genuinely inspire me, and that is crazy. Anyway, as usual, that's probably enough waffle on inspiring people and who I meet and things like that through business. As ever, if you've liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like the content that I'm putting out about my business, consider subscribing down below. And as ever, thanks for watching.